up. Alright. I think I fixed it. Alright, hopefully I fixed it. So, oh cool. Alright, I'm using my navigation because I kind of remember mostly how to get there. But I want to make sure I get there. Hi, cuz. So I am on the way to q4.org. For those of you that have not caught me live on the radio yet, y'all definitely check me out. That's q4.org. Yes, I'm still riding around with this janky ass phone holder. I'm gonna glue it together. I keep saying it, but like this weekend is gonna be the weekend. I'm gonna glue this mother sucker together. But so I'm on my way to the radio station, and I am really excited for this weekend because Gilo and I have a project we're gonna be working on. Oops, I think I was supposed to go to First Avenue. See, I already did it. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to First Avenue. So Gilo and I have a project we're going to be working on, and we're going to be making the backdrop for the Witches in Wonderland Witches Ball. And I'm super excited because I love doing DIY, I love crafting, it's my thing, it's my jam, so I'm really excited to do it. And it's even more fun when you're doing it, like you're making it a date, like a date night kind of like thing, you know, when you're doing it with, even when you're crafting with a friend. I mean, crafting with friends is freaking fun. You know, like I've done sip and paints and things like that. So we're going to be sipping and making the backdrop for the Witches Ball, which is going to be super cool. I haven't decided yet what I want to put on the backdrop, but obviously it's going to be Alice in Wonderland themed. I'm just not sure yet what I want to do. So that'll come to me because I'm also going to be making the little props for like the you know, like the little sticks where you hold on to it. It'll be like lips or like a hat or like different things that are like Wonderland themed. Like I think I even have like the hair of the queen with the crown. What else? Teacups, like little like stick things with like the teacup things. So yeah, it's gonna be super fun and it's gonna be a good time. So I'm excited about that. We are doing a interview on the station today. I kind of forgot. I forgot who I'm interviewing. I forgot who we're interviewing, so don't tell nobody. But I am gonna go live on YouTube on House of Spiritual Vibes too. So if you guys want to see like behind the scenes footage, that'll be live, and then you guys can ask your questions like last time. I missed out last weekend. I forgot to tell you guys because I kind of forgot myself, but it kind of slipped my mind that I had an event that I was going to be vending at. And I didn't go to the station last weekend, but I guess it was like a really fun interview. I know the Glamour Witch was there, and he was talking about a new book that he had just came out with. So he left us a copy of his book over there, and I got to talk to him for like a quick minute. I got to talk with him because I did call to the station, just check in and, you know, talk to DK and talk to Michael, who is the Glamour Witch. And I talked to them for a quick few minutes, and Michael had said, oh, yo, missed a bump. Michael had said that he left us a copy of his book there, so I'm excited to check it out and you know, see what that's all about. So that was nice of him to do that. Let's see. Ooh, we got people here. October Moon is here. Hello, October Moon. Janine is here. Johnny Dragon is here. Whispers of Three is here. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Fritos is here. Hi, Fritos. So let's see what else. So I hope you guys all had a amazing Friday the 13th yesterday. I know, you know, it was kind of different for everybody. I know some people were going through like emotional things, some people were going through, you know, just different stuff. I tried to stay away from social media. Yesterday I kind of like ignored a lot of people, not in like an ugly kind of way, but I just wanted to make yesterday about me. I didn't want to make it about anybody else. You know, I was being stingy with myself yesterday because my husband got out of work early and he's like, you know, I really want to watch movies together, and that's what we did. We watched movies, we chilled, we spent quality time, we cuddled. I did my workings yesterday, so that was really good. I got to do that before he got home, so I smashed it all out in one day. I was really happy. And it was a very successful working. A lot of times I do not record or go live when I'm doing my spells, especially if it's ones that are really intense or really personal to me, because I really don't like people to know what's going on in my personal life. Not in a way like of, oh, really? There's a train. Not in a way of being ugly, like not trying to be ugly to anybody. But I'm very private when it comes to things that are going on in my personal life, especially because some people that watch me here, I don't want them to know what's going on, if there's anything going on, whether it be good or bad. I will talk about the things afterwards, because afterwards it's like, okay, like it's to the point where like your energy cannot disrupt what I got going on over here. And that even if it could, because my barriers are strong. That's the thing. I'm gonna be starting some classes going into basic. I don't like to say basic witchcraft. I want to say the beginning fundamentals of witchcraft, because I don't like to say basic, because I feel like the basics are very important. So I feel like when I say basic, it's like, you know, like kind of like that, but the fundamentals of witchcraft, because the basics are the most important things. The first things that you learn are the most important things that stick with you through your whole practice. And one of the main things, the main thing that I always start with, I'm like hoping this train don't make me late, because it's a freight train. Oh, that's the thing in Chicago. Trains are like, if y'all are from Chicago, you know what I'm talking about. Metros, I don't mind. Metros fly through. But freights, oh, my goodness. And you just don't know how long it's going to take. But anyways, the fundamentals of witchcraft, I always start with protection. Protection, how to create barriers, how to block certain energies out from interfering with what you got going on in your life, how to elevate yourself from and separate. Like, that's the thing, is like separating yourself emotionally from what's going on, whether it like, and usually, I mean, because when things are going good, you know, enjoy that, you really enjoy that. But when things start to get kind of hard, when you start to kind of face them struggles, them obstacles, things like that, those are the things that you want to elevate yourself above what's going on. Whether it's people bashing you, or just, you know, things at your job getting hard, you not getting along with people, communication issues, you know, you just feeling this anxiety or this depression kicking in, things like that. Is so important to learn how to elevate yourself, because if you don't learn how to elevate yourself through these energies, you're not going to be able to successfully do spell work. It all starts with you. You are your magician, you are your conductor, you are your receiver, you are your shield. It all starts with you. All of it starts with you. So that's gonna be like one of the first things that I'm really gonna hit on, and I'm really gonna go more in depth with those things, because those are the most important. Those are the keys of beginning witchcraft, and not just beginning, but these are things that it's important to know throughout your whole journey of witchcraft, through your whole path in witchcraft. And the reason why I'm talking about this right now is because I've had a lot of people reach out to me that are wanting to start to develop their skills in their practice and their journey, and I'm like so excited about this because, and that's the thing, is like some of us who have been practicing for a long time, we're not very, I mean, not a lot of us ride around on the welcome broom, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of us are not very welcoming when it comes to the path and the journey. Sometimes it comes from a place of like, oh, well, nobody welcomed me into the community, and nobody showed me how to do this, and nobody taught me how to do that, or I had to learn all this from myself, and I had to do. Okay, that's good. Yay for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yay for you. I understand that. I get it. A lot of the things that I learned, I had to learn on my own too. Yes, I came from a family of witches. Yes, I've been doing this since I was little, since I was a baby. I mean, not a, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been up in this, I've been in this family my whole entire life. So it was just as normal as making breakfast in the morning, brushing my teeth, eating dinner, you know what I mean? Like, it was just a normal thing. However, I will say that not everything was taught to me by my family. Not everything was used in the ways that I use them today, because I have found and developed my own way of doing things with a lot of guidance from my family. But if I would have stayed just learning what it was that they were teaching me, I never would have grown to be the person I am today, to be the witch that I am today. I'm going to say that correction. To be the witch that I have become today, I had to find this person. I had to cultivate this within my own self. And that was, man, there is traffic. Sorry, I'm over here like I'm all over the place. But that's what makes the journey so great, is you get to, if you're in a place where you're blessed enough to find somebody who is willing to teach you, who has that heart and that love and that compassion for others, and wants other people to grow in a way of expanding the community or empowering others. And the other thing is too, is that when you're learning this, the other fundamental topic that I'm going to touch on is, when you are coming into this community, make sure you're coming into it not just for yourself, but because you're planning on bringing something to the table. Because there is a lot of selfishness going on, and that is why right now I'm dealing with the struggle with my ticket sales when it comes to the ball, because there's a lot of stingy motherfuckers out here that only want to be a witch because they want to manifest money, they want to manifest a relationship, they want to, they're all about the empowerment of things. And they are all about themselves and their own lives, and they're so self-centered that they don't feel it's important to have community. But without community, who are you going to learn from? Who are you going to, and we're always learning. That's the other thing too. I don't know not one good witch, and I'm not saying good as in like there's like a little fucking halo over our heads. I don't know not one good witch that pretends that they know everything. I do not know if there is a witch out there that claims to fucking know everything about everything. She's a bold-faced lie, or he's a bold-faced lie. That's all I gotta say, because we don't know everything. Things are constantly being discovered. Different techniques are always coming out. People are inventing their own ways of divination. People are connecting more with their ancestors and learning things through spirit that cannot be taught through the physical realms. So for somebody to claim that they know everything, I don't claim to know everything. I learn something new every day. And it's my goal. It's my goal every day to learn something new. Whether it be from another witch, or somebody who's into astrology, somebody who's just into motivational speakers. Like, I learn so much from from watching people on YouTube. But here's the thing, is that it's important for us to form these physical connections with one another, because there's an energy that you cannot pick up over the internet. There's an energy that you cannot pick up online, that you can't pick that energy up. You cannot. We're so disconnected from each other, and we're all brothers and sisters, and it makes me fucking sick, because we're all disconnected from each other because we don't want to get out of our house. We're fucking hermiting, and not in the good way, because there's a good way to hermit, like I did yesterday. That was a good hermit. But there's a fucking bad hermit too, where you're just like, oh, I don't want to get to know anybody. I just want to be by myself, and blah blah blah. And you're like, you know, I know everything that there is to know about everything, because I'm on the internet, and I read blogs, and I watch YouTube videos, and blah 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 blah. You know, like, that's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how our ancestors did it. That's not how, you know, like, we've given so much of our power to this cyber world, that if this ever was to crash, nobody would know each other. You know, I mean, we'd remember things like, oh, you know, I remember so and so, they did this or they did that, or they said this or they said that. But really, like, the only way, like, for example, if you guys are really trying to get to know me as a person, as an individual, as another witch, as your sister, the best way to do that is for us to come together, to be around each other's energy, to vibe out, to feel each other, not like that, but to feel each other, to vibe out, you know, like that's just the way it is. It's just like phone calls too. Like, I don't like all this texting and stuff like that. It's so time consuming. I can't stand it. I mean, I do it like when I'm not able to talk. But anybody who knows me, who Nina Soul is, knows that I'm all about phone conversations. I'm like, you know, hey, call me, or hey, let's talk, or whatever, and we have a phone conversation, because that's just how I roll. That's it. Like, I don't like to feel this disconnection of, oh, you know, pretend to be somebody that you're not, and I'm just gonna read your messages the way that I'm perceiving them. Like, you know how many people, like if I read somebody's text, and I know it's been done with me. I know it's been done with me before, because the thing is that my personality is the person reading the message. So I might be throwing exclamation points and all types of, you know what I'm saying? And it's me talking, and that's just, I'm like loud and excited, and like, you know, I feel like I got makeup on my thing. Hold on, sorry. Loud and excited in a good way. But if the person who's reading this text message is somebody that likes to, that tends to be an angry person, like, just, you know, has an angry personality, and they're reading this text message, it's gonna come off like I'm bitching at you, like I'm snapping and I'm going in on you, and then all of a sudden we're not friends no more, because you came at me in a way that was the opposite of how I was coming at you, and, you know, our friendship just ended because of miscommunication and misunderstanding, and misconstruing each other's words, and, you know, like all this other stuff. I don't know. I'm just like, you know, we gotta chill, we gotta kick it. That's how I get to know you. That's how you get to know me. Not everybody's like that, but I'm like that, and that's how come I like to have gatherings once a year in October. I like to have gatherings. I love having gatherings, and I don't always want to make it about vending and people coming to buy stuff and shopping. I don't like to make it about that all the time, because when I'm at a vending event and I'm selling my products, yeah, I get to have conversations with people, but it's conversations in a way that they're expecting me to work. Like this last event that I did, I picked up on people's energies. I was having like these really cool, deep conversations, and then somebody would hear that I just read them, like that I read their energy, that I was able to see a spirit with them, that I was able to pick up on a lot of things about them intuitively, because I'm very intuitive. And all of a sudden they come up like, you know, like with their hands like this, tapping their foot, because I just had this long conversation, this long deep conversation, and they overheard some of the things I was talking about, and they were expecting me to give them some of that time. So it was an expectation, and then they come up to me and like, you know, like, well, what do you get off of me? And it's like, okay, like, thankfully I was able to pick something up off of this person, but it's just like, okay, like, it's not hanging out. It's not in a way that we're chilling and we're talking and we're getting to know each other. And you know, as an empath, I'm constantly, forever, for the rest of my life, for my whole life, I'm gonna be constantly counseling people, which I don't mind doing. I have a passion for it, being a motivational speaker, being you know, being the person that I am. I have a passion for what it is that I do, but it doesn't mean that I don't like to hit the pause button sometimes and take a break and just, you know, have a good time and just let loose. Like, I'm a person too, you know, like I want to have fun. I don't want to feel like I'm being you know, like a fortune cookie all the time. You know, like, I don't know, like, let's just fucking have a drink together and dance and like vibe out to the music, and you know. But like I said, it's not something that I mind doing. I love what I do. I love my gifts. I love what I was gifted to do. I love what my purpose is here in this realm and in this dimension. I love all that. But I just feel like it's important sometimes to not have events that are always based off of making money and shopping. And it seems to be that those are the most popular events, because those events, shoot, I book vendors like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even after I don't have any more space, I still got more vendors hitting me up like, hey, I want to be a vendor at your expo, or I want to be a vendor at your witchcraft fair. You know, like they hit it up. Or, you know, guests getting really excited. Like, I mean, I have my Witches Expo is hitting like 2K people interested in attending, you know, and people are getting all, you know, all excited to come and stuff like that. But my Witches Ball is not getting, it's not like, you know, like, it's just not hitting like that, and it really disappoints me in a way that I'm like, what is up with, you know, what's up with all these people that they don't want to come together to celebrate who we are, to celebrate each other, to celebrate the growing of our community, to celebrate, you know, paying homage and giving recognitions to the witches that were before us, that went through this suffering. And, you know, like, I mean, you know, religious people gather every Sunday to give thanks to, you know, the deity that they feel sacrificed himself for them to be able to live and have the lives that they have and the blessings that they have. And, you know, and here we are just not even giving a shit about our ancestors or the witches that came before us, where we can't even come together just as a community and just be with each other, you know, just break bread together, just have some drinks together, dance together, just get to know each other, be around each other, you know. Like, it's kind of sad. And then you know, again, because I'm not the type of person, I don't entertain drama. So when people want to come at me like, oh, you know, we'd rather like somebody did leave a comment on my video that I did on House of Spiritual Vibes, where I was talking about the same thing. I was talking about how you know, what's up with this community. And somebody had the audacity to say, like, oh, nobody wants to pay $400. Like, I don't know what the hell what tickets you were looking at, girl, but these Witches Ball tickets are not no $400. I mean, that's shoot, for $400, they better put a roof over your head or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a month, that's like rent. Well, in Wisconsin, where I'm from, here in Chicago, it's different. But you know, or a car payment or something like that's, I don't know where they got this number 400, but they're like, oh, you know, for that money we could do this and we could do that, and like get a Tibetan reading done and buy something about pillows and I don't know what they were saying, but they were saying some stuff about some stuff, and I'm just like I didn't even entertain it. I didn't comment back. I blocked the person because I have a happy habit of doing so, because I'm like, I'm not gonna entertain you. I'm not gonna, you know, I said what I said. I already explained myself that in no way do I make money off of these the witches ball. In no way. And I have other ways that I make my living, that I earn my living, and this is not one of them. This is exactly for that reason, just wanting to come together as a community. So I literally put myself, for a whole year, I put myself through all this shit, promoting this event, you know, advertising this event, like talking to people about this event, passing out flyers about this event. I do this for a whole year just because I want to hang out with you guys. That's it. That's it. That's all it's about. Just because I want to hang out with you guys. And you know, yeah, I get that not everybody has the funds to, you know, come out and stuff like that. I get that. And you know, like, I understand. For you guys, I understand. For those of you that don't have it that way, I completely understand. You know, like, I'm not even talking about you guys. So that's the other thing too, is everybody wants to give me their reasons, and like, you don't have to give me your reason. You know, like, I don't need your reason. Like, you know, I feel for it and everything, but I don't need, like, that's not why I put it out there like that. This is not for you guys. This is for the ones that know about this event for a whole year, that could literally put away $5, $10, you know, $15 a month, and have their money to come and get together. Like, you know, like, you know, a whole year, you have a whole year to save this money that's gonna pay for your meal and your drinks and your entertainment, and you know, and the venue that we're gonna be celebrating in. Like, that's literally, like, that's how my tickets are priced, based off of the cost. So when I have these events and these gatherings, I let everybody know ahead of time. Everybody knows October is the month that I have the Chicago Witches Ball. Everybody knows that. So it's not anything new. This is the 3rd year I'm doing this. You know, it might be new to people that are new to, like, me, people that are new to the channel, but people that are here in Chicago, like, I announced this last year. I announced it the year before. I said October is gonna be the month that we do the Witches Ball. You know, like, so that's the thing, is like, you know, everybody can say their reasons and everything like that, and you know, for those of you that are, I understand if you don't have the funds and stuff like that for whatever reasons. You know, I completely understand. Like, I'm not even talking to you guys. I'm talking to the ones that I've been talking to since last motherfucking year. That's what I'm talking to. So, all right, I'm at a light, so I can kind of read what y'all are talking about. Aw, Fritos, I'm glad. I'm not gonna get to read everybody's messages, but I'll definitely read through them later on. But Fritos said that, it says, Nina, I'm not a very confident person, so when someone who has had this in your family for generations like you shares their knowledge, it gives me confidence. I'm so glad. And I'm glad I'm able to do that for you guys, because that's the other thing too, is like, I want everybody to be confident. I want everyone to be confident, not only in their magic or their spell work or within their spiritual path. I have people that are not practitioners of witchcraft, but that still want to, like, get they feel something. They're called to me for some reason, and I truly believe that there is something, that whether it be a message, even if it's just one thing that I say that touches your soul and ignites your spirit and makes you come back to life after being in a depression or being in a funk, or you know, not feeling like you're powerful in some way. If I can do that for you, then I have served my purpose, and that's truly how I feel. And you know, I don't ever expect anything in return. I mean, if I can get some support, but you guys are supporting me right now by thumbsing up this video, like that's you supporting me. That's you telling me thank you. That's like a virtual thank you if you did that, you know, or sharing my videos with other people. Like that's, you know, that's you giving back to me. And for that alone, I'm so grateful, and it doesn't cost anything, you know. So you know, like I just want you to know that I appreciate you guys very much as well, because even when I talk to you guys, like for example, me talking to you guys, you know, right now I'm driving through a lot of bad neighborhoods. I don't want to say it all the time because like I feel like I've said it like enough times, like, oh, I'm, you know, driving through the hood or whatever. But you know, you guys are with me when I'm going through these areas. You know, if anything happens, like you guys are with me, you know, like somebody knows something, you know, like, so you guys are giving me that. You guys are also like listening to me talk, so I'm not just talking to myself. And even when I get to hear myself talk, I feel like I myself gain some type of clarity, or I myself have a release of emotions that I'm needing to express in some way, and I'm taking it in a way, and instead of having this negative way and being like, oh, fuck everybody and blah blah blah, and which I gotta stop. I'm about to be going on the radio, so I can't. Once I start, you know what I'm saying, like once I start with the F's and the this and the that, like it's a little bit harder to like shut it off. So let me not. But you know, I could be a very negative person, I could be a very ugly person and a very hateful person, but I take what I'm going through and I turn it into a positive. And I look at it that way, because even if my event, if I don't sell out of my tickets for the Witches Ball, I at least learned and grew from it in a way of, okay, now I know how to better prepare for next year. Now I know what my expectations should be for next year, or how I can go about making next year a little bit easier and less stressful on myself, you know? Like I take it and I learn something positive. So that's the other thing, is like I don't want you guys like, oh, I'm sorry. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be sorry, because this is great. This is really good for me. And I'm really happy about it. I'm really happy that I am having this chance to learn and to grow from decisions, from sometimes mistakes. And I want to be an example of that, and I want to be an example in a positive way, that you guys see that it's possible to be in a shitty situation and still try to see the positive in it. There's a movie that, if you guys have not seen it, I really want you guys to watch it. I really want you guys to watch it. It's with Will Smith. It's called Desert Siren. If you're here, tell me what it's called. Yeah, it's what is that movie called? I know you guys know. Some of you guys probably already watched it. The Pursuit of Happiness. That's it. The Pursuit of Happiness. If you guys want to have a happy life, pursue that journey and look for the best in all things, whether it be good or bad. You know, just learn from it, grow from it. Be one with it first, because you can't just like grow from something and just like, you know, like not expect to have to face that same not expect to have to face that same obstacle or that same trial or tribulation again, because if you haven't learned something from it, you will be faced with it again. Life is a journey. Life is a never-ending journey until, you know, we transition and then we're on another journey, you know, like, so it's a constant journey. It's a constant learning experience, and you know, that's just how it is, and that's how we got to look at it. Aw, you're welcome, Fritos. Let's see. All right, I want to try to, if there's any questions, Scotty says, if a witch claims to know everything, run. We learn every day something new. Yes, Ashe. Let's see. Frito said, I wish I could come to the Witches Ball. I can't take time from work. You're right. I email at work. oh, you're right, I email at work, and a lot of it's easy to think someone is being a jerk because you aren't hearing their tone. Exactly. And you know, we become desensitized. We become desensitized by a lack of physical communication, of touch, of, you know, just what's the word I'm looking for? Experiencing compassion in the physical sense. We become desensitized because we don't have that. I mean, if you were to put for example, people in prison, or people in, you know, yeah, I'm gonna say people in prison because I don't like to, there's been tests that have been done with mice, but it makes my heart sad. So I'd rather talk about people that are in a place that probably did something bad. But people that have been in prison for a long time, and then they get reintroduced to the world, they still carry that same energy of what being in prison, you know, constantly being on guard, just, you know, constantly thinking that something is a threat. And, you know, even like for people that have grown up here in Chicago, that have grown up in really bad areas, and you take them to a very tranquil area, and I've seen it with a lot of my friends, but them coming out of the hood and being placed in a space where they can just, where it's just nothing but serenity, they still have that, like, they still have this like programming of them that is still on guard. Like, you know, it's like they're still like on watch. They're still like, oh, you know, I gotta watch myself kind of thing. So it can happen to a lot of us, and it happens to a lot of us online because we're not having that that interaction that we should be having, that interaction that we all need to grow and to develop within ourselves and with each other, to build these good connections with each other. Let's see, they want that money. Cuz, all right, let's see, I don't want to hi Mystic Veteran. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Hi, Kay. Hi, Sue Hennessy. Let's see. Oh, Scotty said, I want Sister Nina's earrings. LOL. Love them. So beautiful. Thank you. These are actually a gift from my sister. Shout out to my sister. Miriam, I love you. Thank you so much. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. Yes, so I'm rocking these today, and I did kind of like a color combo that is like a little bit, I don't know, I did green and blue, like, and they're greens and blues that I really don't see together too much, but I'm wearing like these pants. I call them my juggler pants because they're kind of like big, like it almost looks like I'm gonna like pull them out and like catch a ball or something. I don't know. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna try to read a couple more really quick. I gotta get my butt in there. All right, so that's it. Okay, so thank you guys so much for riding with me. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna be getting on House of Spiritual Vibes, so if you guys want to see the behind the scenes on there of the station, I'll be live on q4.org, the radio station, as well as House of Spiritual Vibes here on YouTube. And I read comments, and if you guys have questions or anything like that, I answer them on there, on the radio. So you guys can catch me there. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I really greatly appreciate you guys. If there was a message that you received, or anything that you were needing to hear, or if you just received some positive insight or just a new way of looking at something, you know, hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate your support, and I think I already said that, but can never say that enough, right? So, okay, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys on House of Spiritual Vibes. So head over there, like I'm going live 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So head that way. I will catch y'all later. Divine blessings to each and every one of you today, tomorrow, and always. Ashe.